24th, but whatever. Battles against cammy. I couldn't use Heracross for this because yeah, didn't have Heracronite, but Kamon wanted me to make an arcanine set and try it, so here we go. His set kind of revolves around rather specific calcs to beat out rather specific things, but the 5th gen and 4th gen iterations would have had hidden power ground for them trans though. Not that I don't think it would beat a Tran anyway, but maybe with the way you count it, it might do. But, yeah, hidden power shit, and I'm not breeding for hidden powers. I think I would rather jam forks into my eyes than try and breed for hidden powers. So I put Toxic on it because it's there. Anyway, he's lead out with a Espeon. I'm going to go for a U-turn because fuck Espeon, it's really annoying. I also figured he'd probably go for a sidekick, so yeah, I can U-turn out, go into buy shop, and then I'm randy fucking dandy. So I U-turn, get a crit, he's got a sash, don't think it really mattered too much, I'm going into buy shop, I'm gonna kill it, and my buy shop's got a sash. As predicted, he goes side shot, that's perfectly adequate for me, and I'm gonna go pursue, and he doesn't switch out, he goes for sucker punch. I kind of figured he'd want to save it, but hey, whatever. So that happens, and yeah, hidden power doesn't even take me down on my sash, so go buy shop. I'd assume it's fire, I'm assuming it's fire, probably fire, I don't know. But whatever, Espeon's dead, buy shop can now get up stealth rocks, but in comes a talonflame. Oh, fuck talonflame, man. Come on, Cammy, you're better than that. Anyway, I'm going to go into Arcanine because this is technically a physical tank of sorts, so I may as well see how good it is as a physical tank. He's going to go Wisp because people who run Wisp on Talonflame is fucking cool. Like, defensive Talonflame's amazing, guys. It really is. But, he's switch out, going to Purr. I go Wisp predicting that, and it looked like a good play for a while. It turns out it wasn't really. So yeah. Obviously I'm not going to stay in. But I figured I could go into Wailord if he wants to go EQ or Waterfall and tank it, and he goes Earth Power, and look how much that does, man. That's, like, stupid. Come on, Wailord. I know you got the defences of some kind of immobilised trout, but Jesus, you still got, like, 5,000 HP. Anyway, so Wailord doesn't take that well. I don't really want to stick around for another one, so I'm going to go into Clefable, and it still does a metric fuck-ton. Not exactly infused by that, but Clefable is Clefable, and I can Wish Protect. Like, that doesn't look like it does a lot. I mean, it's probably like a 4-5 hit KO, something in that region, but still, from a Pert, it's quite a bit. Pert isn't that specially offensive, but he's going to go Earthpower again and get a special defense drop, so I'm just going to Wish, and I'm going to Protect, and I'm going to let Burn, you know, whittle him down a bit, so that I can go for a Moonblast and take this fucker out, in theory. Maybe I can lower his special attack in the process. That'd be nice. But, yeah, get all my HP back, so that's lovely. And at half health, I figured Clefable with a Moonblast probably gonna take it out. I mean, Pert's got pretty good bulk, but his thing looked fucking spexed. It's not. He goes for that cheeky fucking Endeavour, completely catches me off guard, makes me look a right pillock, and that's not good. So, yeah. Clefable's pretty much done, and he's going to go into Aggron now. I don't exactly want to hang around for this thing. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's not going to be great. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Buy Shop, because I figure I can set up Stealth Rocks, and if he wants to do anything, then I can Sucker Punch. I figured he'd probably, I don't know. I figured maybe I could live in Iron Head as well, if he wanted to try that. But, meh. So he's going to go Focus Punch. He's a Focus Punch in Aggron, and I'm just going to go Stealth Rocks, just to get it up there, because fuck Talonflame and fuck Charizard. Unless it's Zardex, then it's cool. But he Focus Punches, flattens the Buy Shop, and I'm kind of okay with that. I can go into Slowbro, I can Scald, I shouldn't take too much. This is a really bulky Assault Vest Slowbro. That's why I like Future Sight, because you can just Future Sight and pivot and do nice things. Because I like offensive Assault Vest Slowbro, but bulky is just nicer. I mean, again, this is technically the physical wall, but unfortunately, we DC. Yay, I just got an up Stealth Rocks too. That's not fun, but there you go. I don't know if it was on his side or not, I don't really care. DC's happen, shit happens, you gotta get on with it, because, yeah, Nintendo Wi-Fi is never gonna be perfect, because fuck Nintendo Wi-Fi, basically. You were talking about a company who somehow managed to get 4th gen Wi-Fi to run flawlessly when you're connecting, but fail miserably when you're in the game half the time, and then made 5th gen Wi-Fi where it runs pretty much flawlessly once you're in the game, so you can identify DC and Cox, but connecting to it, oh no, fuck that, you can't connect to Wi-Fi, it takes you like 4 or 5 goes. Isn't that fun? Although 6th gen is probably the best iteration of it, but it's still not quite perfect. Anyway, he was saying he was experiencing some problems, so maybe that's why, but whatever. So we're going to rematch, same teams, don't really care. Figured change leads, but I don't know. I couldn't be bothered to do same moves because we got far enough where I couldn't remember what we did. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just lead off with Ape again anyway, because Ape's a good thing to lead off with, and unless he leads off with Talonflame, I'm not especially fast. I can just U-turn the fuck out of there. And even if he wants to lead with Talonflame, then I just go into Arcanine, get an Intimidate, and hopefully tank up a Storm. Hopefully. Anyway, good focusing there, webcam, good focusing. It takes a second though, it's like, there you go, yeah. Good job. You really fill me with confidence, you git. Anyway, I'm still just going to U-turn out of there. I'm kind of assuming it's Zard Y, and Zard Y is probably, well, Arcanine's my best bet to take Zard Y, but not really. But it turns out he's Zard X, and he's actually got a nifty Zard X set. He was sort of trying to debate a while ago whether to run sort of Flare Blitz stuff, and I was like, if you're going to run Zard X, just go, offensive Wall Breaker set's good, defensive set's good, DD set isn't great, but it's a thing. Anyway, his return does quite a lot. He didn't really know if it was max happiness or not, but it might have been. I don't know. I mean, Tough Claws boost that return as well, but Arcanine's pretty pro. I know that I can take another one. I go for a Toxic. I miss, of course, but now I'm just going to go for a Morning Sun because I don't particularly want to deal with it. Now, he's predicting me to go Toxic again, so he's going to go into his Espeon, which is a good play, but I don't know. I wasn't really predicting that. I knew I could take another return, so I wasn't especially fast. So I just go for that Morning Sun, just heal up, get all my HP back, because Arcanine's pro, and now I'm going to go for Fire Blast. I mean, he's shown Psyshock and what could be Hidden Power Ground, but is more likely than not Hidden Power Fire. Arcanine should have that for lunch, you know, he looks like he could non that Espeon, so that's fine. Or she, I suppose, really, but there you go. And he's actually going to make some tricky double switches or triple switches. I go Fire Blast, he goes back into Zard X, and now predicting the Toxic is going to go back into Espeon. I suppose I really should have seen it coming. It was quite an obvious play, but I don't know. I do have Clefable, I do have Aromatherapy, I didn't care too much. It was a bit dumb, but there you go. So, I don't know, I could have gone Fire Blast again against the Zard. It wasn't really doing too much to me, but on the other hand, it had switched out of its Intimidate, so that's also a thing. But now I can go into Body Sharp, and then I can double Sucker Punch, kill the thing. I kind of wish I'd broken its sash first, but hey, what are you gonna do? So, there you go, just Sucker Punch that thing, goes to Hidden Power again. I'm just assuming it's fire. Like, it's not fighting, it can't be. If it is, then fucking hell, Espeon, you miserable bastard. I could have gone Pursuit there, trying to be cheeky, but it's like, there's not much worth in being cheeky, and I fucking well need Stealth Rocks because fuck Talonflame. Ugh. And you'll see how much I wish Talonflame would fuck off. He's gonna go into his Talonflame. And this is stupid. I go into Slowbro because I know I'm going to be able to tank this thing. And then it's not going to be a 2-hit KO. And I can Scald, and I can bludgeon it to death, and it will be grand. So I go into Slowbro, and he gets a crit, Brave Bird. And it turns out he's Life Orb with Wisp and Roost. So Slowbro just... oh, Jesus. That's bad. So now I need to go into Arcanine to get an Intimidate on that thing, drop its attack. I should be able to take 2. Maybe Toxic or Morning Sun. I go into Arcanine, and his Brave Bird does a colossal amount of damage. Like, this is your -1! I get that this Arcanine doesn't have any defense investment because it's meant to Intimidate and then Wisp, so that you pretty much, your opponent's at -3, he ain't doing shit. But that's still quite a lot of damage, really. Really. So now I'm thinking, okay, I've regenerated with Slowbro, I'll switch back. Although I do go Toxic here, predicting the Roost, which was quite a cheeky play from me. So it works out. He is going to be whittled down. So I suppose that went quite well. You know, I keep my Arcanine, and yeah, so Arcanine lives for another day. I can still aromatherapy off the toxic. But now, I'm going to go into Slowbro. He's -1. His Brave Bird gets another crit. Slowbro just did not have a good day at the office. He just, it wasn't great. He kind of got bone. But here, it's pretty much, he can switch out and save his Talonflame. I'm going to go for a Scald regardless. Or he can Brave Bird, kill Slowbro. He's going to die to, you know, he's going to die if he Brave Birds. But his worst play would have been Roost, because I would just kill him. Like, you know, Scald would kill the Talonflame, and even if it didn't, it would get it low enough where Toxic could do it. So, yeah, he debated on switching out or killing my Slowbro. Slowbro's so far down that I'd have to switch him out 3 times to really get any health back, so kind of iffy, but whatever. The other thing is, this team's meant to have a fucking, like, Scarf Smeagol on it with Trick, but I haven't quite gotten the moves done yet. That was another thing I forgot to mention last battle, or last video. There you go. So yeah, that's another thing to add to the list of things to do, thingity things. But there you go, Talonflame dies, which is colossal. That thing needed to go. And I'm going to go in a buy shop, because, depending on how things go, I can probably, you know, I can Sucker Punch, or I can try and get up Stealth Rocks. He brings in Righto. I kind of figured it'd be a Subcar mindset, because 90% of them are, although it is cammy, but he's seen I have Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is fairly obvious. I figured he'd do everything but attack, and I am right. He's going to go for a Rain Dance, which is quite cheeky, but it works out okay. I get my Stealth Rocks up. Zard X is going to take 25% coming in, and that could make the difference. So, here's hoping. But now I'm just going to go for a Sucker Punch. Buy Shop's done what it's supposed to do. It's killed a few things, gotten some damage on a Raikou, and yeah. Ape has to go over close combat. Now, Jolly Scarfed isn't especially strong, but Ape pulls his weight. He really does. I go into Ape, I go for that close combat, and I kill the Raikou. Now, Body Shop's got a lot more attack, and Sucker Punch isn't that far off close combat, so I was quite surprised it killed, to be fair. Because, yeah, Jolly Scarfed Ape, not the most powerful thing in the world. But hey, it kills, I'm not going to fucking moan about it. But now he's going to go into Purr, and I pretty much have to go into Clefable and Moonblast till it goes away. I could Wish, Protect, Dancey Dance, La-di-da, dick around a bit, but I don't know. It's not especially worth it, especially when he can just Endeavour me and fuck me over. But I do go into Arcanine for a safe switch. I'm not really going to need him anymore. The only time I would really need him is if I wanted to get an Intimidate on the Zard X. But, I was kind of hoping Wailord would carry this one with that fucking Tickle, man. I just want to use Tickle with my Wailord. Alright? It's just, why is that so hard? Anyway, goes Scald, gets burned. Thankfully it doesn't matter, which is nice. A Scald burn that's just pointless. Thank Christ, it actually happened. But now I can just start firing off Earth Powers. I'm just going to spam Boom Blast at him, hopefully get a special attack drop. Probably not, but there you go. So he's going to Earth Power, and again, it does less than it did before, but, you know, I do get a crit there. Don't know if it mattered. I'd reckon Moonblast would probably kill the third one anyway, so I outspeed Moonblast, take out that, and thank God, that's over. Clefable's at a reasonable amount of health, so he still has things to do, but he's going to go in with his Aggron there, his sub-punching one, and I just stay in, really ballsy, but it works out, because Moonblast, from the looks of things, was enough to break his sub. So, just barely, but it works out. Clefable can break the sub, and then either Wailord or Ape can fuck its face in, so that's good. He's in a head smash, take out my Clefable, no worries on that front. And I'm going to go into Wailord, because I want to fucking use my Wailord. And I EQ, and I outspeed, and I kill it. And I was like, yeah, go Wailord, now you've got to do is tickle that Zard X, and we're golden, mate. We're golden. His Zard X had other ideas. It turns out it has Outrage, and Outrage is enough to just one-shot Wailord, which was very fucking disappointing. I don't know why I expected to take it. It's got 45 base defense, but just damn it. So Ape's going to come in, and I actually kill with close combat, which astounded me because it's a fucking Zard X, and it really should tank that because it's got amazing bulk. But Ape's awesome. He pulls the fucking win out of his arse and hands it to me on a plate that smelled kind of awful, but there you go. So, good games, Cammy, and yeah, go Scarf Jolly Ape, I guess, and fuck Wailord, you let me down, man. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.